Good morning, I am Adam Harris, and this is the day ahead. We have UK GDP news at 9:30 a.m. and then both the Kiwi and yen charts weakening as other currencies stutter. In comms, will metals return to their downtrends, and in the global indices and equities, can the markets push through any resistance they encounter today? Don't forget to click on the link below to jump to that chapter. On the economic calendar for Tuesday, July the 10th at 9:30 a.m., I will just be keeping an eye on the GBP charts. We have got GDP news coming out, gross domestic product. Just keeping an eye out on that. There's also additional stresses around Brexit as a result of Boris Johnson resigning yesterday's surprise as Foreign Secretary. So just a little bit of twitchiness around Brexit issues there. Keeping an eye on those charts at that time. Onto the currencies markets, and starting off with the US dollar index, we technically have a downtrend. We've also broken the previous uptrend. However, we already appear to be retracing back up into these lows. So combining this with some of the tariff uncertainty combined again with Brexit, expectation for the moment is we had actually started a weekly retracement and we're looking to pull back a little bit further. So whereas now we're starting to look bullish again. So basically this is all conditions that are ripe for volatility. So I'm going to be exercising quite a bit of caution there, looking at euro dollar. We've started this uptrend. We're potentially going to start to form a swing higher, come back a little bit. So this is again coming back into an area where there appears to be no clear trend. So definitely going to be exercising some caution on the majors against the majors and minors against the US dollar. Now, as a result, this is the candle result yesterday as a result of Boris Johnson resigning as Foreign Secretary, and so we can just see there is a potential here for GBP to start to trend lower. So I'll be watching the GBP charts throughout the day. Dollar yen actually looking really nice and bullish, starting to break through these previous highs and showing a bit of signs of stronger dollar here. And so maybe trading opportunities actually on the JPY charts across the board on the lower time frames. Looking at Kiwi dollar, since Kiwi has been relatively weak, we've come back into these previous lows. We're close to the sell zone, so what I'll be looking for today is a bearish candle in the sell zone, looking for a break to the low of that in the coming days to resume these trends. Same thing, Kiwi Swissy has been on my watch list. We're coming back into this previous level of support. However, there is a reason to be cautious with the Swissy charts because there is also some undue weakness on that side. And then also looking at Kiwi CAD, looking for a potential bearish candle and a break off the low of that. So Kiwi dollar or New Zealand dollar on my watch list, as well as dollar yen or JPY charts to the upside and Kiwi charts to the downside on my watch list. And otherwise exercising caution on the Euro GBP charts and dollar charts, just with general tariff and Brexit concerns. In commodities on the move, starting off with copper here, we've retraced back towards the sell zone, the 10 and 20 moving averages, and we're starting to produce a bearish candle. So with the general uncertainty going on with the markets and the impact that that's recently had on commodities, it may make sense for these metals to continue to weaken. So I'll be monitoring that for a close of a bearish candle. You can actually see gold closing with a strong rejection candle, even though we actually started an uptrend of higher lows, higher highs. So really looking to see how we finish up the day with a bearish candle if we do start to drop low, especially if uncertainty continues. The same again with silver as well, same thing, it's coming back up against this level of support, strong rejection candle there. But what I'm looking to see here is either we continue to push up and attempt to break to that level, or we finish with a bearish candle and look to resume the trend to the downside. Moving on to carbon emissions. These are continuing to tick to the upside as we discussed yesterday, back up towards 1650. So far, nothing to expect any change. No reason to expect any change there. Looking onto crude oils, looking nice and bullish. Again, we're continuing to push back up towards 75, maintaining that bullish look, but certainly heading into recent highs and technical resistance there as well. UK crude oil actually having a strong bullish finish yesterday, and so looking to push upwards as well. So crude oil is looking nice and bullish there. And then finally on London number 7 cocoa, well, this is what I was looking for yesterday. I wanted to see a bullish candle and a break above the high, just highlighting this resistance here at 1900. So still have a bullish candle in play, and I still want to see how we ultimately finish, but currently expectation is for this to push higher. On the global indices, starting off with Wall Street, we had a strong weekly candle finish, and expectation yesterday was to continue higher. That's exactly what we have done. So Wall Street maintaining its bullish move. S&P 500 actually coming back into previous highs. So just going to keep an eye on that. Will that ultimately act as a level of resistance? Will we be able to push through on that? Based off the weekly candle, we might get a small retracement and ultimately then push on. Same thing again with the US Tech 100, which has been overall bullish. Strong daily uptrend, looking very bullish, but definitely back into all-time highs. So can we continue that? It's when they all arrive at the same all-time highs that makes me just a little bit concerned. However, what I thought I would point out here is the UK 100. With all of the twitchiness with regards to a potential government collapse, which is realistically a low possibility, but anything can happen. We've still got an uptrend here, but we had a strong bullish day yesterday. So the FTSE not really impacted by fears, not panicking at any point, not just yet, Brexit concerns. Then highlighting the German 30 actually having maintained its bullishness, but also now definitely at a level of resistance at 12,600. And let's see if we can push through that. So a couple of the charts sitting at key levels, can they push through those and keep going? Then Hong Kong 50, which is the most bearish of the bunch, having produced a bearish candle here. So I'll be looking to see if we break the low of this before we break the high, looking to see if we resume that downtrend. Alternatively, what I'd like to see here, if we break the high first, is to see us moving up towards 29,500 and 30,000 to retest these levels of support if that bullishness continues. Then finishing off with the Australia 200, you can see a normal, natural, healthy retracement. However, just noting a bit of divergence there, which is usually an indication of a deeper retracement on the horizon. So looking to see if we come back down to 62.50, testing these previous levels of resistance and forming a bullish candle in the buy zone. Just noting that is some weakness now starting to come into the charts there. As we wrap up today's video recording on looking at the selected equities in focus, Apple finished with a bullish gap up to the upside and actually looking currently with every intention of continuing back up to all-time highs at 195. Looking at Rio Tinto, we're in a downtrend. We did also gap up. We do have a bullish candle here. So in order for me to kind of forget about this kind of downtrend that we're currently in, I want to see us break through these highs, break above this recent high, and then we're likely to see a much longer term move to the upside. Moving on to Amazon.com. This has been the soldier. We always get some good steady behavior from here. We've gapped up with that and currently a bullish candle there. So expecting that to attempt to move back up to 1750 today, maintaining that bullish move. Facebook, which has been quite bullish lately. We did have a strong finish. We've broken up to new highs here. Just commenting that although we're up at new highs, we've got a bullish indecision candle at the moment. We do have definite divergence here. So also starting to show a little bit of weakness coming into Facebook here. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Ocado Group continuing to form a bearish pattern. Okay, so lower highs here, testing the lows here. We did produce a green candle at this level of support. However, what I need to see today is a break above the high of this candle, and certainly starting to break these highs here at 1050 at 1050. Need to see that happen. I need to have this bearish pattern, which is actually a bearish breakout pattern to the downside. I want to see that negated. Alternatively, if we do break out, we're going to see price head down a little bit low, certainly towards 900. Likely to see that happen. So what I'd like to see here is is a bullish pattern today, bullish candle break above those highs to negate that pattern. EasyJet, strong moves to the downside, has not really landed in any historical level of support, although we have produced a bullish candle. We need to do that at some point, but I'm still a little bit more bearish on this. I'd like to see price come down to a formal area before finding support. However, we have produced our first bullish candle in this move to the downside, so keeping an eye on that, but I won't be looking for any trading opportunities on that, certainly not on an intraday basis and not any swing trading opportunities just yet. Then looking at Netflix, has also gapped up very much. It's now almost right back up at its highs, close to 419. Keeping an eye on that, but expecting that to continue to the upside. Then looking at Premier Oil, a single candle all the way right back up into its highs. The question is, can it push through that? The momentum indicators look okay. There's no massive divergence there currently. So can it push through that today? But a very, very bullish reaction there. So the momentum of this being quite strong and very bullish, expecting that to continue pushing upwards. Then on Imperial Brands, which has been ticking along very, very nicely. 4-hour timeframes, very nice trends there as well. Looking for some good intraday moves to the upside. This one maintaining its bullishness. As I spoke yesterday, it actually just turned around on the 4-hour time frame and is already looking to continue to the upside and looking nice and bullish, so expecting that to continue on upwards. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I want to wish you a wonderful day on that note. If it's trending, we'll be there.